I'm going to show you this effect. It's called the impromptu prediction. And this is a great effect if you don't have any cards or any coins, anything on you. You borrow the objects. So I'd have here 7 borrowed objects. Okay, it could be any amount of borrowed objects. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to show you this effect. So I'm going to have Diane help me out. I'd like to I'll just pick 2. I'd like you to eliminate 1. Which one would you like to eliminate? The glove, okay. Now I want you to select any 2 of these items here. Okay, so I'll eliminate 1. Get rid of the pen. That leaves us with these objects here. Okay. So now I'm going to select 2. I'll pick these 2. So I'd like you to eliminate 1. Okay, the keys. Now it's your turn. You select any 2. Okay, so I will eliminate 1. Eliminate the ring. Now it leaves 3 items here. So I'd like you to go ahead and I'm going to pick 2 items. Okay. I'll pick these 2. I would like you to eliminate 1. There's no force, right? Totally fair. Leaves these 2. So obviously I have to eliminate 1. So I'll just get rid of 1. Now I'd like you to take a look at my prediction beforehand. I have written down, and let's see if I got this right.
Cell phone.
Cell phone? That's impossible. Show that to the camera at home. Thank you very much. That's the impromptu prediction. Alright, hello again everyone, and this is the explanation for impromptu prediction. And very easy effect. It's a great effect to do if you don't have anything on you. First thing you want to do to set up the trick beforehand is to write down, in this case cell phone, but you could write down watch, or a lot of people carry, cell phones, watches, or rings. There's a couple different ways to do this effect, which I'll explain as I go, but this is the easiest way. So you have your prediction. Cell phone, have that folded up on a piece of paper, have that in full view, and then you talk about psychics, and you say a lot of people wonder how psychics know what they know, and do some patter about that. And you have your prediction, you set it down in full view, or you can have them put it in their pocket, and then what you do is you borrow the objects from people. Okay, so you want to borrow, about a half dozen objects, about 6 or more objects. So in this case we're working with 7. So as soon as they have the objects down, okay, obviously you want one of the objects to be the cell phone. So if they don't take out their cell phone, you just keep asking more people to bring out objects until they do bring it out. And then there's a couple ways to deal with that, okay, which I'll show you in a minute. So what you do is you just keep asking them to bring out objects, because they're going to be pulling stuff out of their pockets, and you're going to have the watch, the ring, or the cell phone written down, okay? And I'm going to show you how to deal with that. But just for this example, this is the cell phone. So then you have them count the amount of objects. In this case it's 7. So the reason for them to count is for you to know if it's odd number or even, because this is what they call the patio force. Patio force stands for pick any 2, eliminate 1. And so in this case we're working with 7, so that's an odd number. So with the odd number, the magician will go first in selecting the 2 objects. If it's an even number, then you have the spectator select 2. So in this case, I would select 2 objects. To begin with, I've selected these 2 objects. You then have them eliminate 1. It doesn't matter which one, so they will eliminate 1. You then, at that point, you will actually you will have them select 2, so then they select 2. Okay, in this case, she selected the cell phone, so obviously I want to keep that, so I would eliminate the mints. See how that works? So then it's your turn, so you go back and forth. So the magician selects 2 objects. I'll pick these 2 objects. A glove in here, then it doesn't matter. See, it doesn't matter which one they eliminate. So this is, it looks like a totally random selection, but it's actually a force. So now she's going to select 2 objects. In this case, she selects the cell phone again. So when I eliminate it, I just keep that. I eliminate the other one. See how that works? So now I, being the magician, will select two objects, and I'll just select these two, and then it doesn't matter which one she eliminates. See what I mean? Now it leaves these two. She obviously has to select these two. These are the only two. So I will eliminate this one. See? So what's happening is you are forcing your object, in this case the cell phone. So then they would open the prediction and that would say cell phone. Now you're probably wondering, yeah, what if someone doesn't have a cell phone on them or something like that? Most people carry that in their pocket, so that's why I picked that. But otherwise you would use a ring or a watch. And the way you would do it is you would actually write your prediction as everyone's setting down objects. As soon as you see an object that you want for your prediction, in this case 3 people started to set down objects without anyone seeing. I would write down the cell phone. I wouldn't let anyone see it. If there wasn't a cell phone, okay, for an example, we'll just use these objects. People start setting down objects. Now I don't know what they're going to set down. I don't know what they have in their pocket. But most of the time it's a watch, so I'll write down here, because if I see someone with a watch or a ring, something like that. But there's 2 ways to do it. The other way to do it is as they're setting the objects down, you would write it down. Now, what makes it really interesting, if they have a really weird object like in their pocket, like something that they would not normally carry on them, like I don't know, maybe they have something that's named an object that people don't carry on them.
Red.
Okay. Scotch tape. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But as you see these weird objects, the reason why you want to write down as your prediction the weird object, it looks more impossible. For example, if they have a thing of Scotch tape in their pocket, you write that down. But you have all the objects, as they're setting them down, you write down your prediction. So this would be Scotch tape. Nobody knows what that is. You didn't know what they were going to take out, but you have your force there. Get it? So then you would just force again. So that's the explanation. I hope you enjoy that, and thank you very much.
Hello everybody, my name is Darin Martineau and I'm a master magician. I've been doing magic for about 30 years now, and my mentor is Allan Ackerman ever since I was 15. And I'd like to introduce you to my new product. It's called the Surreal Illusion System. This is the gold level, and there's over 77 magic video tutorials in it. And I've got everything from beginner to intermediate to advanced magicians. For the beginners, I have a lot of very professional magic, a lot of magic you see on TV, and yet very easy to do effects, so very commercial effects. For the intermediate magicians, I have a lot of the classic effects and a lot of the repetition makers, and I have updated handlings on that. And then for the advanced magicians, I have a lot of my original magic that's been used by many master magicians. I have several effects that are going to be really incredible, revolutionary magic for you. So for $97 you get over 77 magic video tutorials. So join now and I'll see you on the other side.